Hello everyone, this is Julia Bell, and in this video we will turn this common piece of green beach glass into a wire-wrapped leaf pendant like this. This is a fairly easy design and can be used on almost any shape of beach glass. Supplies will be listed in the description below. But first, let's head to the beach. I tend to find a lot of green beach glass here on these shores. I wanted to figure out what I could do with all of these pieces of green sea glass I would always find on the beach. And maybe I could come up with a design that I could easily teach to anyone that wants to get started wire wrapping. So I figured the leaves are falling, it's the first of fall. It's perfect time to learn how to make a leaf pendant. So let's get started, let's get back to the bench and get to work. For this project, I am using 18 gauge round wire for the frame and 26 gauge wire for the wrapping. If you're new to wire wrapping, I suggest starting with copper wire. As you can see here, the frame is one long continuous wire, which includes a bail up top. Then we start wrapping the 26 gauge around the piece, starting at the top and ending with the bottom. Cut an 8-inch piece of 18 gauge wire for the frame. Depending on how big your beach glass is, you might need more wire for this part. Straighten out the wire and find the center and make a bend. You want to press the bend with the flat nose pliers so that the wires are parallel with each other. Grasp the bend with the jaws of the pliers and turn them so one wire is on top of the other like this. Split the two wires apart down the middle to create a sharp point. This is the tip of the leaf. Now we will fit our piece of beach glass into the point we just made. Slowly form the wires around the outside of the glass. You want this to be pretty close to the piece of sea glass, so take your time. With the wires crossed over each other at the top, I'm going to bend the wire that's underneath around and over top of the front of the piece of glass. Bend the other top wire the opposite way to sort of tighten the first bend we made. Now place your thumb on the first bend and hold it in place. Shape the wire into the main vein of the leaf. Keep moving your thumb down to make more bends going the opposite way. You will see a wave starting to form. Grab the round nose pliers and bend the top wire into a loop for the bail, and then push the rest of the wire behind the piece of glass. Again, press your thumb on the bend and make another wave like we did on the front. Switch hands if you need to. At this point, your glass should be secured into the frame, loosely, but enough to let go of the piece without it falling out. If you have a steel block and chasing hammer like I do, you can flatten the main stem and give it some texture. This step isn't necessary to complete this pendant, but a simple step like this can add so much to a wire wrap. Now get the 26 gauge wire to start the wrapping. I'm using about 2 feet of wire for this. Start the wrap by threading the wire through the frame. I find it easier to take the glass out of the frame for this part. Wrap the tail end about 5 or 6 times going up to the top. Clip off the excess wire and tuck in the end. Put the glass back into the frame and continue the wire wrap. Thread the 26 gauge wire underneath the main stem wire on the front and wrap around 4 times. Then continue to wrap around the left side of the frame twice. You want to wrap the coil going towards the top of the pendant, as opposed to the stem wires where you're wrapping down to the tip of the leaf. Flip to the back side of the pendant and wrap around the stem wire 4 times. Moving on to wrap the left side of the frame again twice. Flip to the front again and wrap around the stem. You will continue this pattern spiraling around the frame until you reach the end. As you can see, this design spirals around the frame until you reach the tip of the leaf. I'm going to finish my wrap on the main stem bottom. Cut the excess wire and tuck in any sharp ends. We are done with the wrap at this point. Now we need to trim and wrap the stem wires onto the tip of the leaf to finish this piece. This pendant is now complete. Let me know in the comments below if you plan on making this pendant. If you like these free tutorials, let me know by hitting the like button, and be sure to subscribe for more project ideas. Thanks for watching!